Hello and welcome to Patched. I'm your host, Paul James. Today I'm joined by Matto Phillips. How are you, mate?
Let's just say better than last week. We can put that.
Well,
Yeah.
we spoke about it last week. Like, you weren't even really suffering the effects of it outside of the fact that you weren't allowed to get out of your house.
Pretty much all the things I say, systems, or what is it, this, that, like, I had none of those whatsoever. I had, is that an
Just a positive
Asahi?
test.
Just a
It
positive
was an
test.
Asahi, yeah.
Wow, I don't know how I got that. I just looked at the bottle.
That was a fair effort,
Asahi.
because I was kind of...
Yeah,
well,
it was covered. You couldn't even see the logo. I was like, hang on a minute, I know that bottle anywhere.
Very well.
But no, I had none of
Next
the
week's
systems.
episode, guess
Wasn't
that
tied.
beer.
You name that beer. It's our new thing. Like, name
It's-
that Pokemon. It's
yeah.
name that beer.
I'll
Is
get
it?
around that.
It's an Asahi. It's
Yeah,
bold.
I got excited. Was what? So we had the episode last Sunday for behind the scenes people. We record on Sunday, and then it was Monday. Like, I mean, the kids had already started feeling unwell. My wife then fell sick on Monday, and I was starting to get real excited. Like, oh, it's COVID. Like,
It's happening. My
It's
God.
happening. I can finally just lock myself away and play games for a week. No, it's just a cold. It wasn't the flu either. It wasn't even one that could really knock me on my ass and take me off work. Like, I worked the entire week, didn't get COVID, didn't get the flu. It was just a cold. So, like, I might sound a little bit nasally because I'm clearing shit out, but I've been screwed. Or, like, I take a positive spin and my time is coming. It's only a matter of time.
Get you.
I know.
didn't think I
could
did
be
think
getting
I did
punished.
think.
Like, I enjoyed working from home, so that could be why I'm not catching it now. Is because, like, the gods or whoever, karma, knows
Yeah,
that
you've had some fun sitting in your
gonna
desk
give you any
playing
more
planning to
time.
play games while
working.
you're supposed to be teaching and all that.
yeah,
No.
yeah. It's speaking of playing games, we've played a few this month, and you specifically in the last week. So it's our patched updates episode where we talk about what we've been playing. And Matto, since you did have it's just what we do anyway. But since you've also had a bit of extra time playing games this past week, we'll start with you. How many have you got?
Well, not the last week. I also went on holidays, but then I came back from a holiday
Oh, yeah,
and
good
then had another week holiday. So then in that week, I also played some more games. But in total, I've got 7
Yeah, right. Got me covered this
completed.
month.
Seven completed games. It will say
Completed. Holy shit.
completed games. And we'll start off with the one I was talking about last month, which was a long, long time ago. That was Guardians of the Galaxy, because we had
nice.
some frame rate issues there. So I uninstalled it, reinstalled it, and everything was great.
Oh, really?
Oh,
That easy to
that's a-
fix?
That easy. The old turn it off and on again trick, just uninstall and
Works.
reinstall trick. Works every time. And surprisingly, I wasn't actually that far away from the finish anyway. I was like half an hour. It was done.
Yeah, I think when you described it for me in the past, it sounded like you were kind of close to the end.
Yeah. And finished it, and I thought, there's this thing, like, you finish it, you think, oh, I finished it, then it starts going glitchy on the
they faked you out, yeah.
And I'm going, hang on a minute, that's not finished, and then the real finish comes, and you're like, oh, damn it. The third time I got done,
Pretty cool that they did it.
it was like second time I got dibbed with credits, where the first time is you're hugging your mum, and then it just
Oh,
goes
yeah,
to credits.
yeah.
Then it goes to credits, and I thought, oh, is that the end of the game? I thought, that's just rubbish.
That's
I can see why they're not making a second one, and then it's like, oh wait, you're not supposed to do that.
Yeah, right.
Then you come back and go, hey, hang on a second. Oh,
They're
they
pump
tricked
fakes
me
you.
again. They're just absolutely trolling me.
It was pretty well done.
It was well done. And then, yeah, finish that one. It's a good game. It is a great game.
Yeah, love
and
it.
it's a real shame that there's probably not going to be a second one because it didn't sell enough.
Well, they're with Embracer now, so maybe... and
Oh.
Marvel owns ultimately it's a Marvel license, so they could go and pass it over to Eidos even though they're with Embracer now. Can't rule it out. I don't think I've read anywhere that Square Enix locked it down for 10 years or any of that sort of stuff, so...
Oh, well.
It's
Get
not
on
a
it.
10-year Star Wars license, for example.
Yeah, well, yeah, and make 2 rubbish games. Well done, EA. But you can redeem yourself next year when you bring out the new one,
Jedi Survivor.
Jedi Survivor.
Pretty
and
excited that got officially announced yesterday.
Yes, I
as of when we record.
was excited too. I thought, oh no, not more Star Wars stuff. And then I saw, wait a second, it's that guy from Gotham. He's back.
The most generic looking dude in a Star Wars film or game ever, Cal Kestis.
And then I thought, good, there's finally the game has come.
I
But
can't
will
wait.
he? But the question is, will he survive or will he die? We don't know.
I mean, it says Survivor. They've kind of spoiled it, right?
Well, you never know. It could just fool you and go, nah.
Oh, they go all Guardians on you.
Just at the very end, he's relieved he got out. Then Darth Vader comes in, just stabs him, and then credits.
Is it just like a Game of Thrones moment with the mountain in the fight? Have you seen Game of Thrones?
Yeah, of course I have.
Yeah, you know
We've talked about that really good scene in that fight where you can't see anything.
Oh, I was talking about eyes being gouged out.
Oh yeah, those eyes. Yes, I know the ones
yeah,
you're talking. Yeah,
grabbing. I can't do it because my
he grabs
headset's in the way.
he grabs the Mandalorian by
Yeah.
the head and squashes his eyes out.
Blows up Boba Fett's head. No, not quite.
Oh, Boba Fett, the
Yeah,
Mandalorian.
no, not quite.
Oh,
But it
Pedro?
was, yeah, that's a, I don't know. It could be one of those because I mean, in that scene, like you thought that's it, we've won, and then bang, and the split second was all.
And
all
that
over.
massive toad from the first one, everyone hated, old Bunga Bunga or whatever its name is, just
Oh.
eats him.
Fuck that toad.
Just eats him and rolls credits.
Depends on how busy things will get towards the end of the year, but I'm keen to maybe give that one another go again. Although
Oh yeah, same
we
as
did
well.
also get confirmation that The Witcher 3 is Q4, which is bad news for everything else that comes along at that time.
Well, if that's the case, then I'm not sleeping for 7 days. Because
That's 7
one of my,
weeks.
well, 7 weeks. Because one of my New Year's resolution was to finish all 3 Witcher games, and that's
Yeah,
really
but
gonna.
you could go back and play.
Yeah, but
the
I
old one,
wanted
and then
I wanted the remastered one. I've done one.
Wonder if you can
One's
start
done.
though, and like when the remaster comes out, like save transfer across, especially since you'll be playing on Xbox. It should just work.
It could, but at the same time, I only said I'd finish the main game, not the DLC, because the DLC is just another.
No, it's a whole other
That's
game.
like
on top.
that's like another 2 days in total. So 5 days. I need 5 days of not sleeping. And I'll be fine. Right, what are we talking about? Games.
Oh yeah,
games,
we've been playing games that we're playing now, not the things we'll be playing in 6
Not
months.
Star
or
Wars. Not
next
Star
year.
Wars or 2023. Next game. The game I never thought I would enjoy so much. The old Nintendo game.
Oh,
Probably
I
a
thought you were
kid's
going
game.
for some patchy style award there.
No patches yet. It's old Pikmin 3.
Oh yes, the best game on the Wii U.
Yeah, I never played 2 because I thought, oh, here we go. I'm just going to play 3 and think, oh, I'm going to have to collect all the stupid spaceship parts again because being Nintendo and everything, that's their
Just do
thing.
the same shit over and over.
The same thing. But no, instead you collect fruit, which turns into food which you can last on for how many days you want.
So
No.
you played the first, not the second. Was that right?
Yes.
Yeah.
And I was absolutely shocked. I thought, wow, I can actually just take my time and just do whatever the hell I like because I
How
have...
good does the fruit look?
Oh, it does. I was thinking, wow, that is a big kiwi fruit and a massive banana and oranges. And all you get is 1 day's worth of juice out of it. I think that could last for weeks, that whole orange. Or
It's the
those,
size of your rocket ship.
it's like one of those things where they put the whole orange in, you squeeze it, just one small drop comes out. That's what it felt like to me. It's like, hey. But no. I was really shocked and thought, hey, who are these 3 losers? Then you see, hey, it's that other guy from the second one I didn't play. And then the main dude who everyone
Olimar.
knows, Olimar, with their weird speaking ways.
Yeah, they've just been ripped straight out of The Sims or Animal Crossing.
Well, yeah. I was just trying to think, what was it? Oh, I don't know what the other game was. I was trying to think of. It's an old game. Probably a Super Nintendo game.
Where they
I
had
don't know.
voices.
No, not voices like that, funny
Voices.
speaking. It could have just
Oh.
been Banjo. It could have just been Banjo
It could,
Kazooie.
yeah, it could be just
either.
Banjo Kazooie, yeah.
That could be it. No, it's not. But I'm not gonna go too far into it because otherwise I'm gonna be here for all
Yeah, we'll stop doing
whole episode trying to
character
figure out what the name is. It might come to me just midway through the episode. I just yell it
Just
out
yell it
for
out.
no reason.
If you do, people,
But-
if he does, people, there's your context.
There's context. But yeah, completed that, finished it.
How good is it?
It's good. I actually wanted to go back and collect all the fruit, but I never eventually did it. I thought, nah, I don't need to do it anymore. I could, but I don't need to.
Yeah, I was in the same boat back in the day because I was reviewing it, but one of these days I will go back and do it. One of these
Yes.
days.
That was my second game that I completed. The third game which I was going to do a playthrough for until I stuffed up my audio part for it, which was my fault because I'm a dickhead and did not check it. And that was Alan Wake.
Yeah, right. Yeah, we were talking about that last month.
Yeah, and I thought, oh, get ready, go to edit one. I thought, stuffed it up, you idiot.
So what did you actually do in the end?
So what I did, because usually when I do my audio, I put my game audio and my mic audio on different file things, so they're not together. And silly me, clicked another sort of profile I had, and both my audio and the game were on that same audio bar. So my audio,
they weren't balanced in a way that worked.
No, they weren't balanced at all. And I thought, you screwed it up, you fool of a man. And not to worry, but I did play it. I finished it. And it's going to be interesting to see where Alan Wake 2 goes.
In terms of the story.
The story is Alan just sitting there, still on his little typewriter, trying to figure out how to finish his story.
Well, I still haven't checked out the Control DLC, the one where he's in it.
Yeah, me either. Actually, I stopped playing that just so I could go back play Alan Wake. Then I can go back and play.
Oh, well, we know what you're going to be talking about at the end of June then.
Possibly. Possibly. I just only thought of that then. Why do I think that now? Maybe I can go back and finish Control and get the platinum for it too.
Very nice.
Because I'm very close to that too. But it is a good game. I don't mind it. Died a lot because I was trying to be a hero and just shoot everyone with no batteries whatsoever.
Yeah, it never works well. But I'm keen to see. You're right though. I'm keen to see where they go with the next one because it's going to be leaning more into survival horror apparently.
Is it?
Yeah.
Oh, as long as his old Barry mate's not there, I don't really care.
Oh yeah, Barry. Yeah,
just another rubbish sidekick to put on the list of rubbish sidekicks in games.
Yeah, he's another.
Barry, Jonah, and the guy from Infamous.
Oh,
the first one. Zeke does absolutely nothing. Just say, hey, he goes, hey, Cole, blah. Just talks to you. Go, hey, yeah, I'll see you later. Just runs off. You're like, oh yeah, thanks, Zeke. Thanks a lot. Thanks for your help. Much appreciated.
Yeah, good couple examples there actually. There's a list forming here. The worst sidekicks in games.
I reckon you just go through and just look at every game and go, you're a rubbish sidekick. You're rubbish. You suck. You got the alley of Last of Us, good. Then you got
Zeke,
Barry, who's just absolutely rubbish. Calls you for no reason. But yeah, nothing about Barry. And then, speaking of Star Wars, actually, we onto my next game, which is Lego Star Wars.
Oh, nice.
Oh man, it's kind of, I don't know if it's embarrassing when the story's more exciting than the prequels. I don't know if that's just a bad thing or not. I don't know, but I've found more amusement out of that than actually watching the movies. Maybe because I didn't have to sit through 2 hours of just rubbish for something good to happen.
Yeah, it checks out. I think actually I was just looking through my trophies. It looks like I played another day of it since we spoke last time, but I'm still barely anywhere through the game. Like I haven't finished the first episode yet.
Oh, Star Wars.
Yeah.
But I do like if you go back into it, it just tells you where you are at that moment. It's just story so far. I think it's the funniest one. If you ever get to the second one, if you see it, it's with Anakin. The sand. The sand. They make a lot of fun about the sand incident. Where the story is.
I don't want to spoil shit for Obi-Wan Kenobi, but there's been some great jokes stemming from that so far.
Yeah, and then
because of sand.
The Lego Star Wars, when it rolls to the start there, it says Anakin left Tatooine because he hated sand, and unfortunately when he got back there was still sand there. Like, I thought that's brilliant. And then I went back and watched the movies, and then for some reason in my brain I thought everything when it exploded, I thought little like Lego bits were going to come out of it. It didn't happen. It was like, oh man. But I finished that. It was fun. Just it's nothing exciting. Like they changed a few things from the movies, which is probably more exciting and entertaining than
the actual movies themselves. Yeah,
which is a good thing.
Yeah, I'm keen to get back to it. It's just, I guess the current slate of reviews, and I know of two that I expect to kind of get this week to review, won't allow me the time right now.
Yeah,
But
so
I'll
if
get
it-
back to it and finish it off.
I say,
And in
if
the meantime,
anyone-
I've got speaking of Lego, like I've got the Horizon tall neck. It's been sitting in
Oh.
my car since like the day it came out here. It's just sitting in the backseat of my car waiting to be opened and built. But I keep reading it's like 3 to 4 hours to build the thing based on Ryan Betson's
Really?
experience anyway. I'm like, when can I get the solid 3 hours to sit there and build a Lego?
Well, that depends. Did he like miss a step on there? I did that. I built some Lego not long ago, and on there, took me like half an hour because I like skipped 4 pages without even knowing. I'm scratching my head and going, "Why doesn't my model look like that?"
I'm tempted to like crane the camera and like do a build here, like, and just build it over the course of however long it takes. Maybe it takes multiple days, and that's all right. I'll just like cut the videos to
Day
reflect
2.
that. Day 2, or put the SpongeBob 20 hours later.
20
and
hours
all those-
later, and
all those
he's
sorts of
still
things.
read the instruction book on. What the hell is this? It's changed
What
the
am I
last
trying
time
to
I
make?
built Lego. What the hell is this thing? This doesn't look like a whatever the thing is. I forgot what it's called. The tall thing that you get your map
Yeah,
from.
the tall neck.
Tall neck. Oh well, there you go. It's very, just looks exactly like that. It just has it's very tall with that tall neck.
But then that connecting back to our conversation about Jedi Survivor before, did you see that they announced a Lego BD1?
No, did they?
Yeah, it's coming out at the beginning of August. I'm 100%
Oh, man.
getting one of those.
That's gonna cost so much. I saw.
$160.
Oh, is that all? I saw in an airport because for some reason in airports now there's Lego shops, which I have no idea why.
Lego's
saw
fallen
it-
off my radar outside of the games, and I just didn't realize how much bigger it's got.
Yeah, me either. So there was an AT walker. I think that's what it's called, or I called it at walker.
Yeah, the AT-AT, yeah.
Yeah, there was one there. It cost $1,300. I was like,
Fuck.
what? So it's going. You reckon it's going to take 3 hours to build your tall deck? This is going to take like 40 hours
3
to
weeks.
build. Weeks. That's not even. Millennium Falcon's probably cost more. I reckon.
Yeah, there's a point where it's too much.
Too much. All right, let's get off
That's
Lego.
absolutely
Yeah.
the point. Oh yeah, that's right. We've got a podcast we're recording.
Podcast. Yeah, it was talking about Lego and Star Wars and Lego Star Wars. Now we'll move on to away from Lego and Star Wars, unless we have to go back
For now,
later.
we've managed to
now.
talk about Jedi Survivor twice now.
Twice, yes. We haven't even talked about the TV show. No, but let's not go to the TV show. Just thinking of
Yeah, we'll dodge
chase scenes.
We'll dodge talking about Obi-Wan. And
Yes,
its dodgy chase scenes.
but the spoilers. Obi-Wan is in it. Just for anyone watching, Obi-Wan is in it, and
Sorry, everyone.
he has a beard.
And I've okay, we'll wait into it for a split second. I've loved the people. It's like there was someone that put a tweet up that was like, I can't believe he's aged this much in just 9 years, and it's like the what Ewan McGregor looks like there versus Obi-Wan Kenobi.
Yeah, I saw the one guy tweeted it's a fictional character played by 2 different characters.
But then there was another bloke that like that quote tweeted it with a photo of himself today and a photo of himself from 9 years ago. I'm like, I can see it now. Like,
And
he
then
had
then another guy did
his normal head of
picture of-
hair, and then he was
yeah.
grey now. Like,
Yeah,
wow.
then another guy did a picture of James Gunn 6 years ago to now, and he also went from black hair to grey.
Yeah, it doesn't take
Yeah,
long.
it
Once
doesn't take long.
Once it starts, it's all over.
Okay, let's get off Star Wars now.
And
Talk
greys.
enough. Greys. Said swords, but laser swords and all that, but we're going to move on to a game with swords, or a sword.
Ooh, Sifu.
Not Sifu. I haven't played Sifu yet. Don't have PS5.
Oh, sorry,
like I-
Trek to Yomi.
Yeah. The other not Kung Fu one, that's Sifu. I'll get it mixed up here. The one with the swords.
Yeah.
That's like Ghost of Tsushima, but
Samurais
not
and
as
stuff.
not as good as Ghost of Tsushima.
No.
Not even close. But it is interesting. It's interesting that they use black and white and then use white text on white background. I love how I can't read. I love how I can't read the dialogue. It's fantastic. And like, what are they saying? I don't know. Is this important?
Like,
I don't know.
the story that they were trying to tell was kind of interesting. The gameplay was pretty repetitive. But cycling back to your point about the text boxes or like the subtitles, like a scenario like that as you've described it is exactly why no matter how bad the English VO is, I'll always pick an English dub over listening to the local language, regardless of how good that acting might be. Like, people gave me shit for when I played Tales of Arise last year for listening to the the English one because the acting was pretty bad. I'm like, yeah, but I don't have to look at the subtitles. And then when you get a case like this, like, because you get distracted, you got the subtitles and then the action on screen at the same time. Like, you can't look in both places at the same time. Then
Especially
you get a scenario like this
like,
where you can look at the text and you can't even see it properly.
It's like Game of Thrones all over again with fight scenes. And not
We meant to reference that twice too. We're doing well.
Yeah, I know. But yeah, like you said, like someone's trying to talk, you try to read subtitles, and someone shoots you with an arrow, you're dead. You're like, oh, what the hell, man? Come on.
Yeah, it's a bit like that.
But yeah, and like you said, you can't. It should sort of point out to you as well. I don't think you can change it to English.
No.
Okay, yeah, that was good. I was thought, hang on, did you find an English version of it? That
no, yeah, that was kind of like in this case, I'm forced to go down that path, and I can't even fucking read the subtitles, let alone the distraction that's also there.
Yeah, so the thing I found about it was, yes, like you said, it was repetitive, but for some reason I found easy too easy and medium too hard. I couldn't...
Yeah, I'm with you.
Because I'm like trying to block, and someone's like, yeah, read the block, and just stabbed me. Like, hang on, you didn't give me any notice, buddy. You just gone, stab me. You're like, hey, am I meant to block that?
The cues are really hard to read at the mid to high levels, but then either too easy or you can just spam your way out of it at the lower levels, lower difficulty levels.
I'm so glad that you get that cannon somewhere in the middle of that game.
Oh yeah.
Because someone just talks up like being tough and all that, and you just do the old Indiana Jones trick and just go, bang.
Blast through three of them.
Just blast through three of them and you're done. Walk off. But yeah, I like the story. It's just like you said, it's very, very repetitive.
Gameplay wise. Yeah.
Gameplay wise. But collectibles, if you find them, well done. And I want some more health. I'm sick. Every time I go pick up an upgrade, it's like, here's some more stamina. Like, I don't want any more stamina. I want health.
I'm playing it on easy for a reason. Just give me the health, damn it.
Give me more health, damn it. Give me some of that health. I don't know. Does the actual choices actually do anything? I don't even know.
I believe so, but I haven't gone on a second playthrough yet to kind of see.
I don't think I want to.
Because they kind of, I can't remember how they list them without spoiling anything. They kind of classify them as like for love, for
honor, and something else,
and a third one. And
it's just I can't remember the third one.
There it is. Complete the game with the path of love versus complete the game with the path of fury versus
fury. Yes.
And then the path of duty, which is kind of the more honor based one. And I believe that it does change a little bit as a result, but I haven't gone to check it out yet. Which path did you go down?
I can't remember. I think it was the loyalty one. I think.
Right.
Yeah, I think it was.
Love,
I was like,
duty,
love. I was like, no, I'm a
duty.
samurai, not a ninja. That's the wrong one. I'm a warrior. I don't care about love.
I went down the love path because I was like, dude's a selfish guy. He's gonna pick the one he loves. That's it.
I thought about like, you know what? Let's go the revenge path. I thought, nah, probably do that. It's probably going to be like the most difficult path. Is just go on a rage and just kill.
That would have been good though. Like if because of it, like the difficulty ratchets up. Like that'd be kind of smart narrative design and gameplay design.
Yeah, it would be, but unfortunately, it wasn't.
But yeah, it's a shame the game's not quite what either of us had hoped it would be. Because it did really look the part. It looks great.
Trailer-wise, it looked great. I just thought, oh, this looks really exciting. Then sort of play like, oh, yeah, we play for an hour, like, oh, that's what it's all about. And then just carry on.
That backslash that you can use, like, that's OP as shit.
Yeah, that's all I did. I just went backwards, went up to just slowly just walked my way up to an enemy behind it, then just went around, slashed him 3 times on the ground, done.
Yeah.
None of this blocking rubbish.
There's a pretty, kind of easy ways to spam your way through it.
Yeah. But that's enough about that. And move on to a more, let's say, lighter, more colourful game. Something I thought nothing about. Then I started playing, I thought, this is not what I remember of this franchise. That was Paper Mario Origami King.
Nice. Oh, Origami King, okay. I haven't played that yet.
I
need to learn more.
Oh, you're missing out. I don't know if you're missing out or not. It really threw me off. Not like bad-wise and all this. Like, I don't know. It's like some stupid battle things where I reckon I have better chances.
Like the circles?
Yeah, I reckon
Yeah.
I have a better chance of solving a Rubik's Cube than trying to figure out half of that stuff. Oh man, it's like there's a time limit and you try to switch things in limited moves. I'm thinking, just help me, Toads, help me. If you find Toads, then they help you in some way. You just got to pay 'em money as like anything. But just really, it's like it feels like it's something like a behind the scenes thing of what happens with Super Mario because you're talking with like all the characters. You're talking with the troopers, the
Yep.
Goombas, Shy Guys, all those people. It's weird because you're just thinking, oh yeah, I remember you. I just
I've
jump
jumped
on
on
you,
your head plenty of times over the years.
jumped on your head. Oh no, if you ever play it, just oh no, I won't say anything. He's the greatest character in any Mario franchise ever.
That says a lot because Thousand Year Door characters are amazing.
Well, if you ever find a guy called Bob, you might change your mind.
All right.
He's the greatest sidekick I ever had,
You're
Bob.
putting up a good argument here. I mean, I've got it. I want to play it. I just haven't had a chance to.
Oh, Bob is a great character.
The dry spell's going to continue for a while, so I've still got. I mean, still June, July, and August, where there's not a hell of a lot coming. So
Oh, there's your chance to get
I
to
might
know
just have to
Bob.
push. Yeah, I might just have to push that one up the list a bit.
Yeah, so it's the other thing too, being that it is a Mario game. I thought, oh yeah, it's not going to be that long. It was longer than I thought. Oh, very long. Which doesn't bother me too much. I think it just got a bit not boring. Just thinking, oh, we're going to get there. Then, oh, hey, by the way, you got this. And thinking, oh, great, not again. But I will
Just gonna
say,
check how long to beat while you're.
I think it's like
talking about it.
26 hours.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, but I'll say your enemies, you might laugh at them. I did at one stage, or you start to pick up like, I know what you are, and it comes out and appears like I knew it. But I'm not gonna say what it is,
Yeah,
just
okay.
surprise you. Because then I just after a while you're like, oh, yeah, that's that. Then the second one came out, and then I started laughing because I just found it incredibly amusing because it is Paper Mario.
I did hear that it was kind of a step back in the right direction, which was good because they kind of lost their way since the Super Paper Mario on the Wii.
Oh, really? No. Well, I haven't played any Paper Mario games, but there is one.
First two on the 64 and the GameCube, elite, especially Thousand Year Door on the GameCube, and then they've just kind of fumbled it since.
Oh, it's good to see they finally come back. But it is a good game. I highly recommend it. Luigi is also quality in it too, and Bowser and everyone else but the Toads. The Toads can get lost.
Okay, they're shit. Okay.
Oh no, shit! There's so many of them. They're just everywhere. You know, just the usual, saving them from near death and all that.
Yeah, I'm with you.
But overall, it is pretty good. Then my final game, finally, it's been a long one.
We've gotten distracted a lot.
Got distracted with Star Wars and some other things. Lego,
Game of
there was
Thrones.
Lego in there.
Lego.
Game of Thrones. But well, speaking of Game of Thrones, this is almost in the same. Oh, not really. It's not. I was to say it's almost in the same area.
Telltale's the Game of Thrones.
Not Oh, wish. No, it is not Telltales. It's a Plague Tale.
Oh yeah, okay.
Yes, I thought it's on Games Pass.
Yep.
I thought I'd give it a go. I thought, people have said some good things about it, so I gave it a go. It's actually not bad. I'm actually quite surprised by it.
Yeah,
Don't know why.
That's another one I'm keen to play, especially because the sequel comes out this year.
Yeah, and that's why I think that's the reason why I decided to play it, was because there's a sequel coming out. I better play this one, and then these goddamn rats. Oh, rats.
Like, it really creeps you out, sort of levels of rats.
No, just a lot of them that eat you if you don't do the right thing.
Stay in the light, all that sort of stuff.
Yes, that
Yeah,
is. And then you think you're in the light, then they just eat you. Like, hey, come on, man, I was in the light, you stupid rats.
Oh shit. Okay, so you're not even safe there, right? This is great.
Oh no, you are, but you just think you're in the light, but then for some reason you just
half
get
your foot's
eaten
hanging out.
for some reason. Like, hey, what the hell, man? Like, what is this? But it is good. It's not one of those open. It's a more point A to point B game, which is nothing wrong with that. So I didn't get didn't get distracted at all. Just sort of like, what do you say, Hellblade sort of thing. Just there might be a little bit of exploration, but not much.
I mean,
It's more about the story than anything.
I can get around that.
Yeah. So if you haven't played it, go play it. It's a good game, and that's me done.
All right. Well, on my side, we've obviously touched on a couple there with Lego and Trek to Yomi, kind of continuing that Japanese theme. And I slipped up before when I was thinking of the wrong game. Sifu, I've played. I played that back in Feb when it first came out, but the game was kicking my ass. And as soon as they put the baby mode into it in the last month, I re-downloaded it and finished the game. And it's really, really cool. Like the story and everything that they were trying to tell was really, really interesting. I feel like I would have gotten more out of it had I been playing on like the way they'd kind of intended in the first place, which I guess maybe fuels that argument that rages on the internet about game difficulty and all that. Like I feel like I would have appreciated it more as a result of that, but I got to finish a game that I wouldn't have otherwise, so I could deal. Unpacking, mine's gonna be way shorter compared to yours.
Unpacking again,
coupling in the games coupling in the games that we've already discussed. Unpacking, which I've already played, and then others that are mostly embargoed. I'm kind of a bit screwed in this one, but yeah, Unpacking I went back to and played because they put it on PlayStation. They sent me a code to go and try it out, and well, I didn't need to try it out. I already knew what I was in for, but I got to play it on PlayStation, and I chased down the platinum, and very happy to do so.
Oh, we were supposed to do old what's his name watch 2 every week, but we forgot to do it.
What's his
the
name?
platinum trophy. Not Kamal.
I remember his name. Yeah. Yeah, we'll do that at some point, I'm sure. I'm sure he's got the My Name is Mayo 3 platinum, which I haven't actually gone for yet. I've got the game in. Yeah, My Name is Mayo 3 is out.
Oh,
yeah,
God.
It is out. I've got it on my PlayStation, but I read it's like an hour long. Like I committed to doing a
hour-long tapathon, is it?
Yeah.
What?
It's about 20 minutes longer than
It's like
the usual.
double. That's like double what My Name is Mayo was.
Yeah, I know.
Doubled in length. I don't know if I played My Name is Mayo 3, I don't think I can go for that long.
Yeah.
I don't know if I could keep doing this for an hour.
Yeah.
Maybe I need to get that like bird that does the bird that just does the up and down thing.
Yeah.
Or I just get one of those. Oh no, I know what I can do. I've got a massage gun. That'll do perfectly.
Yeah, massage gun. So anyway, yeah, I mean, happy to go back and replay that one, but I guess there's nothing more that I can add here that I didn't already mention when we first spoke about it in updates last year or in the review discussion, all those sorts of things. So maybe go check out both the review discussion and even maybe our updates from, I don't know, whatever month it was that it came out last year, October, November, something like that. Because that game is a real good game and it has a really cool story to tell in a really inventive sort of way, and they've won BAFTAs and all sorts, and Tim and Ren absolutely deserve every single one of them. And then beyond that, there's games that I've barely touched or that I can't or can hardly talk about. So, Uden Chronicle Rising is one that I got sent a code for, and I've only barely started because at the same time I also received a game we mentioned last month, KO the Kangaroo.
Oh, yes.
That I have played in full and reviewed, and the review's up on the website. Go check that one out, player2.net.au. And that game is about as mediocre as they come. Representing Australia incredibly poorly.
You said it was almost on the same level as Kangaroo Jack, the movie, which
is pretty mediocre. So yeah,
which was very mediocre.
Yeah. So
was KO the Kangaroo wearing a hoodie, a red hoodie?
No.
No.
Maybe there's like DLC or like if I earn enough in-game currency, I can buy a costume that's that. But you haven't got that far yet. Finished the campaign, and look, the game itself, like the level design, the gameplay is all pretty good. But there's a lot of bugs. The game crashed on me about 2 hours in, wiping my save and forcing me to restart, which instantly gets you in the bad books.
Oh no!
With any reviewer,
you can't do that.
Yeah, you can't have those sorts of things.
It's like that's the number one rule to not do.
Yeah,
one save should not be erased.
If you're gonna do that shit, like patch those sort of bugs in after the reviewers are done, so that it doesn't screw up your Metacritic. So anyway, yeah, look, that came through and gave me the shits, but the game itself's pretty good. Presentation's not bad. The voice acting is awful. Like, you can tell they didn't get an Aussie, or they got the worst kind of Aussie. I'm not saying they're an Eshe, but they might be.
In a Sydney.
Yeah. all right, mate, we need you to take your bum bag off and your Nikes. We need you to do some voice acting for us.
All right,
Okay,
mate.
bruh.
So it was not like that one. It's not the other ones. Like, okay, mate. I need you. Give me your bong and your crack pipe. Go do some lines for me. Not
Yeah,
those
no,
lines.
we're talking
Not
the real.
those
We're
ones.
talking the real Eshe.
There's
Yeah,
some
stop
dialogue
snorting
lines.
stuff. Why are you
No,
why are you lighting
not-
the script on fire? Why are you snorting the script? Stop it.
What? Stop rolling the script upward, for Christ's sake.
So yeah, like the voice acting's awful, and yeah, some of the bugs just really kind of pull the game down. But otherwise, there's a solid core there. Like I'd recommend it if the bugs weren't there because it's a good bit of casual fun. It's a bit of a throwback to that PS2 GameCube sort of era in terms of the platforming, but not crazy collectathon levels of stuff. It's good fun, but yeah, too many rough edges. So yeah, it's meant that Iyuden Chronicle Rising I haven't put a lot of time into yet, but I will because I've been sent a review code and all. But I got sent that after the game had come out, so I'm in no hurry. I am playing. Oh wait, on the Switch, I forgot there's one game on the Switch I've been playing. Mini Motorways. You heard of it?
Mini Motorway? No.
Yeah. It was one of the like it's been out for a while. I think since 2019 or something like that. They put it out on the Switch though, just after the most recent Nintendo Direct. It's literally like a SimCity style thing, except no buildings. No, it's literally just building the streets up. As kind of the city automatically builds around you, and at the end of each week, like the once the in-game clock hits the Sunday or the Monday to begin the new week. Sorry, you'll get given the choice of do you want to get a roundabout with 20 extra road pieces, or do you want to get a set of traffic lights with this many pieces, or do you want to get like a motorway that kind of you can kind of freeway one side of the city to the other with this many and you're making all these decisions on a week by week basis that kind of helps you maybe address some needs at the time you need to try, and the needs being kind of minimizing the flow of traffic like opening up the flow of traffic I should say, because if people can't get to where they need, like there's kind of these I don't know, factories, whatever they are, where people work, if the jobs start to build up, that's kind of a fail state. So you kind of keep needing to improve your road network in order to allow more business to go on, more people to keep moving around. It's kind of cool. So there's a bit of stress that comes with that, and it's actually a good fun game and pretty simple. I found myself like I recorded it for Player 2 Plays and thought, okay, that was fun. Like I might try this again, and I went inside, sat down and tried it again, and then 5 hours passed. Like I got completely swept up in, like it was like 3 a.m. and like, oh shit, I got to work tomorrow. So it can get away from you. But then, yeah, the rest is all stuff that I can't really talk about. I am playing Super Perils of Baking, which is kind of a remake, like an SNES style remake of Perils of Baking that came out back, must be getting close to 10 years ago now. But this is from Lilimo Games, Colin Moriarty, that crew that did Hebroxia 2, Twin Breaker, a whole bunch of others, and obviously Perils of Baking back in the day. This is kind of a 2D platformer of sorts that kind of, I guess, leverages like old school Mario and even Mega Man elements. But yeah, I can't say any more than that. Look out for the review. The game comes out later this week, so look out the review sometime soon. And then there's other games that I just can't even acknowledge at this point that I'm playing. So look out for more on those in the coming weeks. But yeah, that's kind of me done. Like we went half an hour for you with all your games plus Star Wars and Lego and Game of Thrones and everything, and in 10 minutes I've wrapped all of my stuff up because there's just too many things I can't talk about at the moment that I would very much like to. There's some cool games that I'm playing at the moment.
But Paul believes in the embargo, unlike some other dickheads who just ignore the embargo.
Yeah, I won't name names. I haven't had enough to drink, but
he hasn't had enough Asahi to worry about that stuff.
Throw an outlet under the bus. No, that's about it. So what do you see yourself playing over the course of next month?
Well,
there are some cool games coming.
There are some cool games, but there's 2 games I've already started, but I didn't put them in my list yet because early days yet. Assassin's Creed Valhalla. I've finally got onto that.
Holy shit.
So we could eventually, because we did talk about this once, we can finally do our tier maker for all.
Yeah, we'll do a tier maker for the
Assassin's Creed games. Monster Hunter Rise. Just get back into that because there is
Sunbreak is this
an
month?
expansion
coming
coming out next month.
Won't
Then-
quite make our updates for next month because it comes out on June 30th.
30th.
Look out for a fair bit of talk in July, I'd imagine. We'll try and get Damo in for it as well because I have no doubt he'll be playing too.
Yeah. This one, everyone loved it when it first came out, and everyone just thought the greatest of this game. That was Bugsnax.
Oh, I installed that recently. I'm going to give that a crack.
Because it's on Games Pass. I thought, it's on Games Pass. Better give it a go. And I'm just there laughing at it because it's like, those things like if you got something off Wish.com, this is
Bugsnax is the Wish.com version of
Pokemon. Yeah.
Very nice.
In food form. And finally, the one, if I ever get to it, I don't know if I will, the thing that disappeared for 2 years and then magically reappeared last month, and they talked about it, which was the roller derby.
Oh, yeah, Roller Champions. Yeah, because
Roller Champions, which is finally back. I don't.
And I've heard it's okay from what I'm hearing so far.
Yeah, I haven't played it in 3 years because that's when it last came out and then just disappeared off the face of the earth. Nothing to be heard of.
Yeah,
and
it was
then,
like an open beta, and it seemed like it was coming soon until a pandemic hit and the game still didn't come out even at the end of it.
then it was like, hey, guys, what happened to it? They're like, oh, yeah, that game.
Yeah,
We probably should get that out. And now it is, so I might get onto it, I might not.
On my side, I'm with you. I'll be playing Monster Hunter Rise Sunbreak when that comes out on June 30. But again, we'll probably be talking about that when we record our next updates anyway, as being a game we're looking forward to playing. So, I've got a little list. Diablo Immortal, the game that on the phone, like you all have a phone, don't you? From that famous Blizzard.
Is this some kind of joke?
Yeah. Fuck yeah, what a wanker. Diablo Immortal though is shaping up really, really well. I'll play that on my phone when it comes out this week. Mario Strikers Battle League, which anyone who follows the site knows that I went to Nintendo to go try out a preview build of it recently, and I'm now pretty keen to play the final version of that. I was really happy with the time I spent with it. The Quarry comes out the same day, which is the new game from the
old 126 ending.
Yeah, 126 endings and Till Dawn team, all that sort of stuff. So I'm pretty keen to try that one out. Jess also had a preview of that one go up recently, and she was pretty positive on it. So I'm really keen to get into it. I like those sort of branching narrative things like that, and like the Quantic Dream games and all that sort of stuff. So I'm excited. Fire Emblem Warriors 3 Hopes comes out. Oh, we might have Damo on a few times between Fire Emblem and Monster Hunter Rise. We can probably try. We'll have to try and get him some
Warriors
internet for the night.
Fire Emblem.
Yeah, they come out 6 days apart, so that guy's going to be frothing by the time June 24 comes along. So good luck to him. But hopefully we'll try and get him on. We'll try and get him some internet for the night.
So that
Here, we'll let you into this random person's house. Looks like they got decent connection. Podcast with us.
Hey there, have you got quality internet? Yes.
Do you mind if I borrow your spare room? Just to talk to
sure,
some friends.
That's not creepy at all.
And I guess speaking of DLC, but I haven't even played the core game. I put Outriders World Slayer, which is the DLC for Outriders that came out at the beginning of last year.
Oh, right.
I put that down ages ago as something I was looking forward to giving a go because I did like what I saw from Outriders and wanted to give it a crack. But I haven't actually managed to give it a crack so far, so it may be one of those ones that just slips through the cracks because I haven't had a chance to play it yet. So we'll see what happens there. But that's it. That's all of our games. So we'll wrap the episode up there. If you enjoyed it, please be sure to like, share, and subscribe. All the buttons down below. Hit the notification bell. That way you're alerted to every new video the moment it goes live on the channel. That includes Patched, Player 2 Plays, Gamer School, and a whole bunch more. Awesome stuff there, so please subscribe and go and check it out. Visit the website, player2.net.au, for reviews, previews, opinion pieces, news, features, links to the podcast series, Patch, the Player 2 Pixelcast, and Dev Diary. And again, go check out those previews that I mentioned before, I guess, and the review for KO as well.
Not the sports channel, the kangaroo game.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, KO the Kangaroo. We're on Patreon, patreon.com/player2au, kicking a few bucks, lower tiers early access, higher tiers monthly episode exclusives, and finally, Twitter.
Matto_Phil.
Paul James Games for me. The website is player2au, and until next week, where we'll be doing some predictions because, look, it could be... We were initially talking about doing predictions for the Xbox thing, but it might have to be half predictions and half reflecting on a state of play now because PlayStation's got a State of Play coming this week.
Oh wow!
So
coming.
So we might. I mean, it's June, so it's that busy time of the year. Even though E3 is dead, there's still plenty going on. So stay tuned for some cool stuff. Otherwise, let us know what you've been playing. Thanks a lot for watching. We'll see you next week.